People with them friends, we got the down people standing up. So we got the sales acting for repentance. I'm glad to have my brother in this boat. And we with the local line on that bitch. I'm glad to have them brothers on the point. Waking the people up, they can fish. We got the scout sisters like me dog. They ain't got no problem with some fish. We done made some real men say they like real men, friendly, tongue and penitentiary. We blessed to see our people keep it safe. We blessed to still think about our vision. Like our real lane. Look, we in Babylon, it ain't no mission. It's you over with us, self-esteem. It's you over with that shit, queen. It's you turn the boy to a man. It's you gonna turn the man to a king. It's you gonna take him right about the streets.
Leader, they want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet, the mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work. Y'all
hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are.
Right.
That's why I know the law.
Council.
Yes.
Elected mayor 2021.
Yes.
Terms 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Plans of running for re-election?
I'm running for both my seats. And I'm going to win them.
So, and when is the election for Thornton Township?
2025.
So those elections at the same time?
They are.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Now, all you crackheads, out!
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long. I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
Yes. Guess who's back? Yes. And what we'll do, shut shit down. All right. So today basically is going to be a follow-up to what we were talking about yesterday. So I didn't do a lot of digging for Kamal case, but as soon as I got off the live, I found it. So I said we're going to do a 2 for today. Okay. Today we're going to read Kamal's frivolous case. And also I'm going to show you the pictures that I kept talking about. If you haven't seen it, please check out our reels. I made a little comprehensive video of what we were talking about. So we're going to get to those pictures. But before we do that, what we're going to show, because I don't show it a lot, but I do want to show what the Clean House 2025 is up to. So this is a post from Brittney Norwood about 2 hours ago. And we're going to put this on the screen because they outside and it's below 0. It's freezing out there, y'all. It's freezing, just to let y'all know. So we're going to get them more credit than Henyard. I don't care if she be out there trying to shovel the snow, whatever. So let's play a little bit of this to give y'all a heads up that it is voting season. Get out there. Get out there. Get out there.
Do early voting.
Okay, start over, Beth.
Hi, come on and do early voting.
You heard Miss Beth, guys. Come out. Guys, we only have 5 days left, okay?
Every vote counts.
Every vote counts, guys. Don't get distracted. Let's focus on the goal. There's so many distractions. I mean, I just want to thank you all for all your calls, concerns, love, votes, most importantly. Guys, this is considered Power Hour. We have 1 hour left, and we are here same place, same time. You all know the drill. 660 South Manistee.
Clean House 2025. It's
Clean
cold as hell out
House
here.
2025.
Wait,
I press pause. He took the thought out of my mouth. Steve over there, like, it's cold as hell. It looks like he got frostbite on his face. So they outside, go to your local voting polls or whatever you need to do to get your early votes in. I just wanted to put that on the screen to keep people posted, because we're not over here just only sharing the mess. But this is not mess. This is actually what people need to know what's going on with Dalton and Thornton, because it's ridiculousness. And to say there's still a lot of people that don't know what's going on out there. Okay. So if you don't know, we're just going to do a little flashback. Just a 1 minute. New York Post. Let's even hit the New York Post. Y'all outside. Thornton and Dalton. Y'all outside. Y'all in New York. Let's hit it. Let's see if this is going to play right. Are you going to play right for me? Give me 1 second, y'all. Pause on me. Bear with me. I've been doing a lot of broadcasting, and I didn't X out my computer. And sometimes you need to do that. You keep your computer running. So bear with me. Hold on, baby. All right. I guess it doesn't want us to show that. That's okay. We got enough to show y'all. We got enough to show y'all. Let's move on to the next clip. I'm not about to play with you, New York Post. They like, you live. You ain't about to show our stuff. I do got another clip. Y'all know what I do. I'm always ready. You know we ready. Shout out to Fox News. This is a Facebook post. Okay. Just to remind y'all what had happened. Jesus Christ. Let's go. Again, this clip is brought to you by Fox News. I do want to say shout out to YouTube. They've been really nice to me. I've been showing a lot of this. I'm just going to be honest. I've been showing a lot of violence. Okay. And somehow, some way, I've been getting a little pass. So shout out to YouTube. Thank you. Again, this is shared on Fox News. So give me a pass, please. Why that lady gotta be yelling like that? Now, this is the officer. I do want to clarify. While we're watching this, we're gonna right after this, we get right into Kamal case. Okay. Now we're just gonna talk about some of the things I was talking about last night, because I had some things mixed up when I was reading the case, because I was thinking that Jedediah was talking about Officer Storm was this guy. Let's put him on the screen. This is who I thought Officer Storm was. And it was not Officer Storm. This is the small Spanish guy that took Jedediah report half-assed. But that was not him. But he was there. This was the exact scene. Look, 11:34. He ran up in there and was like, what's going on? What's going on? Now, this is the part that I kept talking about. Confused, didn't arrest nobody, nothing. Chaos is going on here. This guy's sitting here, and this one is antagonizing more. Okay. Now, let's just get back. I wanted to clarify, because that was one of the ones that I had mixed up. So this was who Jedediah was talking about. I believe that this is Officer Storm. This gentleman right here, I think this is the one that picked Jedediah up. Okay, so this is for clarification for last night. Information, educational purposes only, not for violence. I'm gonna play it one more time without the sound. So you see him, you're running back there, hair swinging, quarter, got her. Okay, so we're going to talk all about the violence. We already talked about that, the hits and everything. Now we're just going to talk about the weapon. Okay, so let's put this on the screen. Hold on 1 second. Let's remove him. And we're going to put this on the screen. Now, this is what I thought was an edited clip. I really thought that this was edited. I really didn't think that this was real for some apparent reason. But this is what people are seeing to be a knife. Now, in my reel, I said, look at the coat, because there's three people who are short, stocky in the crowd. And one of them looks like, we talked about Gerald. One looks like him, but he's a dark-skinned guy, black with a black hoodie. And this gentleman looks a little bit different because he has a beard. And then there's another gentleman that was stocky with a black coat. And allegedly that person was an officer or ex-officer that was trying to break things up. So we just trying to show you guys who is who and what is what. Let's remove this off the screen if there was any questions about was there a knife. Now, in the real, I already showed y'all Jedediah grabbing the mic. If you haven't seen that, just go look at that. And we know that it was not a weapon in his hand as far as a knife. Now, y'all saw the I think it was like a socks coat. I don't know, red socks coat or something like that. But I want y'all to look at this one more time. Remember this, mark this picture. Y'all see this coat? Okay. Now we're going to look at a person in the crowd that has this same jacket that was sitting in the crowd looking towards Krigley. This ain't doxing. This is just putting out the facts. Shout out to, I guess, my support team in the back. Do y'all see this gentleman right here? This is who is allegedly, this is what it looks like to me. And we're going to zoom in real quick. Hold on. Is this the picture? I'm going to give y'all a closer look at his face too. Hold on. I can't zoom this one up, but y'all can see where he's at. And you can see Jedediah walking and you can see him looking back. This is after Jedediah called the bird a name. Okay. So what does this look like to you guys? And this is when people say things look like a setup. Now we're going to give you a close-up of his face. So Jedediah and everybody else, I'm not trying to dox people, but this is what we have seen. So we need some clarification because there's still some unknowns going on around here. That's the face. That's the face. There's also another shot that we have of him going close to KP. And I'm going to say KP behaved, okay? KP was quiet. But this is another picture. Here we go. Now I'm thinking this is the same guy because in this picture, this guy looked looked thick compared to when he was sitting down. But you got to make the determination if this was the same guy by KP. See the jacket? How many people got the same jacket on? Similar jacket, let's say similar on this day in this situation. Can I zoom it up just a little bit? Am I tripping? Are we tripping here? Again, we want to go back to the weapon. Now look at the jacket. We just trying to clarify some things. So I guess when people go to court, they got some extra evidence because you know how Grace Levi like to do. We can get the facts out here. How are we going to say Grace Steele? Okay. Jacket, alleged weapon. At first that I thought was doctored, but since Henyard and her team came out and said it was, that's what really made me believe it. I'm like, okay. And then we're just going to go back to that same jacket by the gentleman who was by KP. Now, you tell me which I think, guys. Am I overanalyzing? Is this not the same person? Do we have a clearer idea of what's going on around here? We're about to get to the case because now that we're looking at this, we talked about so much stuff. We slow motioned it for you, back played it for you. We heard what Jedediah claim was against all the parties. Those was really good last night. I'm gonna be honest. Shout out to Jedediah and Jay Lawyer and Jay's claim. Okay. Yeah, just facts only here. It is what it is. Hold on. So I'm still making sure that my production don't go crazy. I want you guys to remember this as well. This is the point where they still had people outside. Well, had the people who were involved in altercation still in the building. Let me correct that. Did not remove them. Did not clear the location, which highlights more negligence on the officer parts. Laughing, kikiing. This is afterwards, and this is around the time that this buckethead, don't pray for me more, was antagonizing Miss Nicole. Okay, we're not playing any videos. We right now for the rest of this, we just kind of talking through this. This will be the last time that Grace Steele / Grace Levi go through this. Okay, until we get an update on the case. Okay. All right. So yeah, I want to definitely make sure I have a picture of Don't Pray for Me Williams, because I was having a hard time showing y'all that. And we also want, well, I'm not going to put that lady on the board again, the one that was harassing Miss Nicole, but one more picture I got missing. Let me see, can I find it real quick? One more picture I have missing, and that is the picture of Krigley girlfriend, because it went fast in my reel. Krigley girlfriend taking a chair from him. Okay, so Krigley is going down. Krigley, Wiggly, Jiggly, whatever name he want to go by for the moment. But let me see, can I find this real quick? This was just one more last picture, and I put it inside of the reel, but I didn't have it up right now. I like to have everything up. If I don't find it in the next 2 seconds, we moving forward, because we got a lot of reading to do tonight. Where's she at? Shaggy is not downloaded here. All right, y'all know what I'm gonna do. I'll just put it on my community page, because I'm quickly gonna lose whatever he got. He gonna lose his job. He gonna lose everything. Okay. All right. So, did we get a clear picture of what we were trying to show you about what I was talking about yesterday? Because there was some things that was missing in my original first assessment, because I never saw a knife from the beginning. I never saw that. But the sequence of events we had down pat, even to the point where we had Henyard busting her head, God, and a hit grabbed her in the back of the head and said, "Oh!" You know what I'm saying? God, she got up like, you know, we had all that down pat. Now, shout out to Miss Belcher. So she made everyone aware of this lawsuit. This was the other day, so I wanted to put her on the screen because I haven't posted Miss Belcher either. So I just want to make sure I give her a shout out, love and blessings to you. She is running for trustees. Everybody support your candidate. So I just want to put it out there, and this is the look on my face when I see the lawsuit. 10 million. Okay, they playing in your face. They playing in your face. Yeah. So let's get to it. And that's what we're going to get to tonight. So if you like what we broadcast here, hit the like button. And thank you to all my moderators. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you. Thank you. We're moving on through. We're going to be doing a part 3 on Kamal, because the information that we were talking about yesterday, I wanted to do a little bit more digging. And I didn't get a chance to, because I had a lot of things to do today, and then I took a nap. I took a real good nap, baby. I always take a nap. I gotta take 2-hour nap, so I'll be tired. This 40-year-old thing be catching up to you. It do. 2 hours. And then also, if you be up at night, like you're a night person, you gotta take a nap. So I can take a nap. All right, let's get to this. This is pretty short. Kamal Woods versus everybody. The whole damn world. Okay. Kamal Woods versus Thornton Township, Stephanie Wiedemann, Gonzalez, Carmen, Kiana. Now, this is terrible when you're not even in the building and you get named for something. Kiana Belcher, Jason House, Tammy Brown. And Tammy, she is never named in stuff, really, barely. They said everybody. Tammy I got to get a picture of Tammy Brown. Tammy have a I'm not beat attitude. Stand to the side, just let y'all do y'all thing, handle her business, and go home. I know she don't have nothing to do with this mess. Brittney, Miss Key, the clerk. Come on, now lost his ever-loving damn mind. Wait a minute. And y'all know I didn't read this yet. Y'all know I did not. This mother gonna lost his. What did Miss Key do? Now, she haven't been named in any lawsuits. This is all the way frivolous and trifling. We already know. Nikita. Oh, shit. This is all right. Let me I'm just shocked at the names, okay? And then we just gonna get through it. Let me get through my initial shock because I can't even see how he about to tie all of these people into this. Now, you know, we do conspiracy inside of a lawsuit. It has to be some scenario to actually pull all of these people together realistically, synchrony, like a synchronized of events. I don't know how he's gonna pull all of these people together in 9 pages. So I know that this shit ain't gonna fly from the beginning. And also named Jedediah Brown and Lavelle. Okay, so this is the complainant. So this is Kamal Woods. I'm just going to try to skim through that. That's all the named people again. As shown below, township defendant conspired with each other. So you name all of those people and said that they conspired with each other. The Dalton defendants, Cloud, and defendant Jedediah Brown. Who is Cloud? Oh, Nikita. I do apologize. I'm like, I know as Nikita. I do apologize. So he's saying that Nikita and Jedediah Brown to create a condition justifying their illegal retaliation employment discharge of plaintiff. Plaintiff Woods as a township employee whom township defendant targeted for dismissal because of political retaliation against his significant other. Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard. Supervisor Henyard. The conditions the township defendant created resulted in actions of physical violence being perpetrated against plaintiff Woods, which were strictly politically motivated, were foreseeable, egregious, outrageous, oppressive, and violated Illinois law. Which law? Just reading that off the top of from the beginning, this is gonna be amazing. I don't even know how he's actually starting off with Nikita and Jedediah. I don't know if they have some type of communication between them or something, but this is starting off stupid, really dumb. And I was talking about the venue. Like, why did they take it into Cook County? But it may be because the defendants all live in different jurisdictions. So that may be the central area. Because I was just trying to wonder why they had it there too. But I was looking at that. So factual background. In or about November 2022, the township hired plaintiff Woods as a full-time director of the at-risk youth program for township. Plaintiff Wood is the significant other Supervisor Henyard. Supervisor Henyard was appointed supervisor of township in March. Prior to becoming supervisor of the township in May 2021, Supervisor Henyard was elected as mayor of the village of Dalton, Illinois. Over the past several years, for strictly political reasons, Supervisor Henyard has been accused of various actions of corruption and has been the target of various verbal attacks that have never been sustained. Nevertheless, these political motivated verbal attacks and accusations have received extensive coverage in news media as well as social media. Plaintiff Woods. Now, y'all two also let me know while we live if Henyard ever put her receipts out, because we still waiting. Don't worry, we got our eye on it. Did it come out? It's 7:30 y'all time. Did she put it out? Okay, I got a little distracted, but that kind of keep me posted, y'all. Hit me on my bat phone. Okay. All right. Plaintiff Woods have been collateral damage from the political motivated verbal attacks of unsubstantial accusations against his significant other, which has caused him to be caught in the world of political controversy and thus a political target. Many of the verbal attacks, unsustainable accusation of political targeting have been portrayed and contradicted by the township defendant, the Dalton defendants, and the defendant Cloud. They trying to, they trying to sound like they trying to say Nikita the mastermind, like Nikita the Godfather. I should have had something in my mouth. You know how the Godfather like come in. That's what they saying Nikita is. All right. So on information and belief, the township defendant, the Dalton defendant, and defendant Cloud conspired with each other to hire defendant Jedediah to stalk, harass plaintiff Woods and supervisor Henyard for several months, including showing up unannounced at supervisor Mayor's house and other places where defendant Jedediah Brown assumed plaintiff Woods and supervisor will physically be located. This right here, any good judge is going to, they can't stand in front of the judge and say this. They're going to just throw that out. First and foremost, we already know Henyard is a public official. Many public officials' home has been protested. Second of all, he has to have some type of proof, or it's just allegations that Jedediah was hired directly by Dr. Nikita to do these actions. I don't know if they tapped somebody's phone, got some whatever they got, but this right here is going to be thrown out in his face. Also, the stalking and harassment. This is going to be thrown out. Not only, okay, people like, no, it ain't. Jedediah is acting like a fool. He's just all over the damn place. Everybody got their own opinion. But legally, in her position, in her capacity, and the sequence of events, Jedediah is the one that got the, what do they got? Temporary? Not even temporary. You got a permanent restraining order against her? Is it permanent now? Is it permanent? Y'all clarify for me. So with that on his face, this doesn't even make sense. So whoever this lawyer is should really be mindful of what they say, okay, and how they word it, because you're literally wasting paper. You're wasting paper. So on information on belief, the township defendant and Dalton defendant, defendant Cloud, considered plaintiff Wood as a protector. Supervisor Henyard had concocted a plan to remove him as township employee, accordingly effective January 29th. Let's reread this. Hold on. On information and belief, the township defendant, which is the Dalton defendants, defendant Cloud, considered plaintiff Woods as a protector. I'm sorry, because the way I read it was kind of separated, as a protector of Supervisor Henyard, and had concocted a plan to remove him as township employee. Accordingly, effective January 29, 2024, the township defendant voted to suspend plaintiff Woods from his position as director at the at-risk program, purportedly while they conducted an investigation of the plaintiff employment activities. Right. On information and belief, the township defendant decided to accelerate the termination of the plaintiff to facilitate their ultimate objective, because they said they wanted to get it done fast. This is why we're going to call the mafia queen, Miss Nikita, allegedly. Let's make this go fast. Okay, we just can't wait. Yeah, she got so much authority over the township. This is going to be a hard case to concoct, to put together. Okay, so he said to facilitate this and keep this moving, the township defendants acted through the township trustees, entering an agreement with defendant Jedediah for the latter as a provocateur. During the township meeting on the evening of January 29, 2025, during the township meeting, defendant Jedediah Brown, speaking on the microphone in the presence of many town residents, loudly used inflammatory and abusive language towards Supervisor Henyard that had nothing to do with the responsibility of township supervisor, but which indicated solely inflamed Plaintiff Woods. Okay. After defendant Jedediah engaged in the lance slurring and inflammatory personal attacks against Supervisor Henyard, including attacking her status as a mother, her status as being non-married, and as a businesswoman. He didn't put poor businesswoman, but he put that. Defendant Jedediah Brown concluded with loudly referring as Supervisor Mayor as a as videotaped footage. Defendant Jedediah Brown speech clearly shows his language with strict intent to incite Mr. Woods to react to the verbal attacks against the significant other. By his own admission, defendant Redmond came to the township meeting to protect defendant Jedediah Brown. Now, right there, let's just unpack that. Yes, I do believe, and for them to put Jay in a position of a security guard, the judge has to look at it in that capacity as a reasonable capacity of how a security guard will behave when it comes to Jay's behavior. Secondly, what we showed you, the gentleman with the jigger, the alleged knife with the socks jacket, not only did we see him looking towards Krigley, which was diagonal by the pole behind the podium, and in between the podium, you had Jedediah. Well, you had Krigley, Jedediah at the podium, or even coming back. That was the stance. Soon as Jedediah walked away, as we just showed you in the video, you saw the guy with the socks jacket looking over there like, what you about to do? Which, as we stated in the first video, constitute the delay that this jigger had. Because I'm like, y'all remember what I first said? I said Kamal ears was full of wax, and that's why he was delayed until Krigley was like, yo, man, you heard what he said about your girl? Now, I was playing, but it still was enough time for some type of signaling to go on. It wasn't exactly what that I said, but this is what it looks like. So what he's saying right there, we kind of just like broke that into pieces to make it make sense. So you was incited not only by the words, but it looks like your people around, and allegedly that man that had the janka. Various angles of the videotape footage revealed that defendant Jedediah Brown turned around after walking away from the podium following his remark and aggressively walked back towards plaintiff, who defendant Jedediah Brown knew was sitting behind the podium. How the hell were you sitting behind the podium when you were sitting by the door? So that's a lie. And if you think the judge is stupid, the judges is sick of y'all. So if y'all bring this, y'all better bring it right. You end up by the podium, Leotis, because you walked up. So you left out a significant part that you got incited, stood up, and walked to the podium. Not that the podium, you teleported there, or if you was there, you wasn't the next person talking. So this is remarkably amazing. You gotta do better when you concoct your story, at least. You can say in a moment of fury, of just incitement, I stood up. And by the time I stood up, he was almost at me. Now that would have even made more sense than you just acting like you was just at the podium and you didn't make no movements. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lie, make it sound right. All right. So the various angles are there. As they say, various footage angles revealed defendant Jedediah Brown turned around, walked away from the podium following his remarks, and aggressively walked back towards plaintiff Woods, who defendant Jedediah Brown knew was sitting behind the podium. As defendant Jedediah Brown walked towards plaintiff Woods, defendant Jedediah Brown initiated the altercation and retrieved some type of instrument. Now, that is the truth. Can I get a mic? Now, what we saw is the first hand that moved, because that mic was nice and silver. What we saw was Kamal hands go up. Slow motion for you. So you have to say, no matter what, you could have said in the guys to protect myself, I put my hands up. But no, when they watch the tape, they're gonna see your motherfucking hands up first. And the only time that mic is seen is when Jedediah like this, and y'all swinging, hitting like females. Shut up, y'all. Only person that landed real punches was Jay and Cannonball Tiffany Henyard. Those is the only two. And also, you know who else? Krigley and his girlfriend. They did them two. They landed. Oh wait, it was more. The guy who pushed Jedediah. It was so many more. Yeah, but Kamal didn't land a lot of hits. He did not, but he did put his hand up first in the motion to start an altercation. No one can make the determination. Only a reasonable person can. So you got to put yourself in that situation. Why I keep saying reasonable person? When we talk about the Dante Johnson case, we're going to talk about the jurors, and we're going to talk about their perspective, their reasoning behind why they chose the outcome for his case. But in most instances, no matter what you're judging in the law, when it has to do with society, it has to be based on what a reasonable person would actually perceive it as. Not totally based on all culture norms, because all our cultures are different, but the general culture norms. So that's why I keep saying. So if you was in there, no matter how nice Kamal or how weak his arm or arthritis his arm was, it was perceived that something was about to go down regardless. Too, because one of the things that Jedediah said in his live, as well as not his live, I do apologize, his claim, as well as in Jay's claim, as well as what we saw in the video, there was some type of verbal communication going on with people looking at each other that we just said. And it was Krigley, not a guy with the socks jacket, and they were looking at Leotis, because Leotis' ears was clogged. You see what I'm saying? And the alleged fill-in for me is when you say, when Jay and Jedediah say, hey, they were saying that it's on site. That's what they were saying to them. So I don't know if that was the time when they were saying it, but I was trying to figure out when they had the time to say this. But that's allegedly. But we're putting the pieces together. I'm not working against Kamal. I'm not working against nobody. It's just not making sense. Make it make sense. Make it a real fight. So I could be like, damn, he got to fight. This is nothingness. Okay? You know, bro, Nikita, the godmother, into this. Damn, I wish I had some piece of gum. I put it right there, and I'll be like the godmother. Yeah, fight. I want them done today. All right. So I got to keep going because I do got a long update for Pablo. So let me stop playing with you guys because this is kind of amusing for me. So on or about February 6, 2025, the township defendant voted to terminate Plaintiff Wood's alleged for engagement in workplace violence. The township defendant created the entire situation by conspiring with each other. The Dalton defendant Cloud, the godmother, and defendant Jedediah Brown to have defendant Jedediah Brown act as a provocateur during the meeting by verbally attacking and abusing Supervisor Henyard so the plaintiff would react. Instead, of plaintiff Wood could be seen on the videotape only defending himself from attacks by defendant Jedediah Brown and defendant Redmond. Furthermore, defendant Jedediah Brown can be seen on the video throwing up gang signs. As we told you, see, Jedediah be trying to be too damn fancy. You won't be in the hood throwing up your middle finger like that. They done broke your middle finger because that ain't no gang sign. He ain't throw up gang signs. You cannot throw up gang signs unless you in the gang, because that means that when you go back to the hood, you fool. And I don't think Jedediah did that. Jedediah ain't no gang member. He everything else which y'all want to call him, but I will not let y'all call him a gang member. I grew up with them. Not saying he a punk, but Jedediah ain't no damn gang member. I know what I saw. I see gang signs. I know them. I saw them. I used to live between the Bloods on one side of my building and the Crips on the other side. And I used to be like, oh, gee, we gonna die. Denied. So I seen a lot. So I have to contest that. I have to. And that's defamation. That's defamation because allegedly Jedediah is an activist. And that is in direct opposition of his social status. You're adding a little bit more to Jedediah's case by you calling him a gang member without any facts. If you do, you better bring them gang members to court like YSL so they could be like, gang mean, people making music. Let me move forward. That was a damn stretch. And I'm going to be for real. Jedediah allegedly throwing up gang signs. After being escorted out the facility by police, defendant Jedediah and defendant Redmond returned to the location of the incident to continue to attempt to attack plaintiff. So that shows that the police didn't do their job. They was not escorted out for the facility. I believe in any instance, as soon as the meeting is done, that goes for the residents too, because I done said that. Once the meeting over, y'all standing around just slaughtering. Go home, because y'all stand around there and then everybody be walking through, be problems. But I did see Jedediah outside, and that was caught on somebody who was creeping. But he wasn't doing anything, wasn't nothing negative. Also, you got to keep in mind that Jay has a reason to double back because of his phone. Definitely. So there is some factors, mostly everything in here I kind of counteract, not intentionally, but factually. For my audience who know me, we only deal with facts here. No relation. Okay. So on information and belief, Township defendant knew and should have known that by conspiring with each other to hire defendant Jedediah Brown to act as a provocateur during the township meeting, that the act of violence that occurred would in fact occur and would in fact result to harm of Plaintiff Wood, which they did. Plaintiff Wood has suffered significant physical, mental, emotional scars from these events, which have caused him to seek therapy and as well as medical attention. Yeah, we want to see the records, okay? So the first count is retaliatory discharge against Thornton Township and the Township trustees. They recited everything that we just read. Let's just see what they add to this. It says Thornton Township defendant Wiedemann. This is where we pulling Wiedemann in. All right, Wiedemann, Gonzalez, Carly's terminated Plaintiff Woods for engaging in workplace violence after they created the hostile situation at the township meeting for specific purposes to cause Plaintiff Woods to react to provoke to provocative language directed towards his significant other. A hostile situation, and we're going to stop after this paragraph and we're going to read some of y'all comments because we already noticed this is bullshit. The hostile situation that township defendant result in a physical altercation in which the plaintiff attempt to defend himself against defendant Jedediah, who is acting as an agent of the township defendant and defendant Redmond, by which Plaintiff Woods was physically and emotionally and mentally harmed. Now, workplace violence, making the workplace situation hostile, the pot calling the kettle black. Did you not sleep next to this woman for these last 3 years? Yo, he gotta have lost his damn mind. Let's get to your comments right here before we start to wrap this portion up real quick. He was looking for that phone that was being broken on TV. Allegedly, right? I don't know. Y'all saw it. I didn't see it because that's what Jay mentioned, that people had his phone and they was on the internet doing type of things with it, trying to show it off like it was, one they done stole a rapper chain and shit. Like, we got your chain. That's what I sound like they was doing. I would like to see the interview with Tiffany's boyfriend's wife. That would be interesting. Someone did an interview with her. If they did, I would love to see it. Okay. It says, have you seen her music video? Yes, we actually have it in our reels. I saw it a couple of hours ago, so I had it already scheduled just before this live. So check it out. Kamal came to the meeting with knee pads on, so he was expecting something to go down. I did see that picture, but I don't know when that picture was taken, so I didn't bring it as evidence. But I saw it. He had thick ass knee pads, but I can't say that. He probably was a work day. You know how people be doing stuff, but I did see the picture. They said Kamal, aka Jamal, had knee pads on. It didn't work for his ass though. His old man arthritis kicked in. Tiff ain't posting receipts, been talking about it for years. Thank you. Because I'm waiting. My bat phone didn't ring yet. We just keeping y'all busy until she posts her damn receipts, dog. We keeping the seat warm for Tiffany tonight. You also had the girl with the braids in the green shirt that had something planned. Is that DeMarcus' girlfriend? Because I have the picture in my phone, but I don't have it on my computer, so I don't want to hold the broadcast up. But if y'all can show me what you're talking about, we'll definitely show it to the Levi family. So our main goal is that a lot of us be busy, a lot of shit be going on in Dalton. We be having to do a whole deep dive, and y'all sit there for hours cooking in the kitchen, listening to shit while I read the damn lawsuit and talk for hours. That's what we do here. No offense, but you need an AI to read things because you mispronounce words. I appreciate you. I do mispronounce some words, and I do tell you guys, sometimes I be a little bit tired, but I will not have AI. I'm not going to do what y'all do, be lazy as fuck and lose my skills. I do much better than you because you don't have your YouTube page up reading shit. How about that? But I appreciate your comment. On the buck. Norm. And if I had my mods in here, you would have been out. Okay, but I appreciate your comment. Norm, wonder when they will release it, or are they waiting for someone to offer money? Henyard is as popular as a burnt grilled cheese sandwich. All right, I'm trying to get to some of y'all comments. It was like 50 comments. We're gonna kind of run through this real quick. Shout out to Javar. Thank you, Javar. If you see anything weird here, if you're still in the audience, make sure that you remove it. Okay. Now, and you say this. Let's do this. I remember that. And guess what, y'all? I'm from Jersey. I'm from Newark. We have our own language. Let me just break it down to you guys real because we have new people in the audience and y'all don't like my dialect. I don't pronunciate things sometimes the way you guys want me to, or like you say, or correctly, because I come from a Caribbean household. Not only that, Newark, New Jersey education. Not only that, undiagnosed dyslexia. And if y'all know what that is, that's a neurotransmitter disorder. But this woman with that diagnosis that most of you Black people don't know you have it, but you pick and choose and hide your shit by using AI. I actually graduated 98th percentile in my nursing class. Everything by proof. That's why people out here can't really pull shit up on me. And that's why my intellect is far exceeded my pronunciation. So let's fucking hit it, okay? Don't play with me. I told y'all the same energy you give me, the same shit I'm going to spit back. Hit it. I'm from Newark. Now, let's get back to it, fucking AI. Why the hell would I have AI dumbing me down more? Please, let's go. So, we're going to finish this up. The township defendant targeted Plaintiff Woods to terminate him in retaliation for his personal and political relationship with Supervisor Henyard, whom the plaintiff had protected personally and politically. Plaintiff Wood is entitled to have this personal and political relationship with Supervisor Henyard without political targeting by the township defendant. Indeed, plaintiff personal and political relationship with supervisor strikes it says strikes at heart of citizens' social rights. They kind of quote in a case here. We're not going to get deep into it, but Kamal said, I have the right to have a relationship with her and protect her. But what you don't have the right is to bully and intimidate and harass people. Let's put Leotis on the screen because we do have to remind people of what Leotis have done on different occasions. Not only has he bullied, stare people down at meetings, but he also attacked Nate Felds. He also attacked Nate Felds. Yeah. I don't want to totally bring it up because y'all remember y'all was getting on Nate. I love Nate. You know, I got to keep it real. Remember when Nate had the little brace on his neck and then it was gone? That was the time that this Leotis had attacked him. Okay? All right. And you said, hold on, Grace, where did you find Tiffany music? It was actually on Dolton. It was on Dolton Politics, but it was another gentleman who posted it. So I couldn't find the original resources, but I was thinking it was like one of those Chicago crime fighters. But I couldn't tell the slogan, because y'all know I like to give people their credit. And Javar, I was thinking that I was like, damn, I can't even give the original person their credit because they didn't have the slogan was covered up. All right, so the count 2 is against Thornton Township, civil conspiracy. Now, okay, this is something that has to be in here. It had to be here, but I don't know how he's going to tie everything. We heard the whole story, and we heard it, but it really doesn't make sense. So let's see how they tie this in here and start to finish this up, because this is stupid. And this is short, so obviously they didn't do a good job. Now, the plaintiff, Woods, so he makes the re-allegations of everything we just read. Thornton Township and Thornton trustees enter into an illegal agreement with Thornton defendants, defendant Belcher, defendant House, defendant Tammy Brown, defendant Norwood, defendant Keys, as well as defendant Cloud and defendant Jedediah Brown, and to hire defendant Jedediah Brown as a provocateur at the township meeting to incite plaintiff to react violently. The defendant entered in an agreement with the ultimate objective to give the township defendant a justification to terminate plaintiff. I'm stuck right here real quick. Defendant Jedediah Brown, a co-conspirator, attended a township meeting and made a series of inflammatory comments that we already know to Supervisor Henyard with the intention to invoke plaintiff Woods to react. After making the comments, defendant Jedediah Brown proceeded to physically attack plaintiff Woods. I'm just hoping something different here, which result in the plaintiff's attempt to defend himself against defendant Jedediah Brown and Redmond. Therefore, the act committed by defendant Jedediah Brown at the township meeting is furtherance a conspiracy and gives to liability against co-conspirators reference above. I'm fucking done. That was so weak. You haven't put any scenario inside of this count to show, hey, there were email exchange amongst Jedediah and the godmother Cloud that directly shows that there was supposed to be set up with money. The record is held by Keys, who is the clerk. I wanted to hear all of that as via subpoena by Facebook Messenger. We have significant amounts of interaction between Jedediah and all the trustees. I want to hear all of that. Okay, when you say conspiracy, you better fill this damn page up, especially when you have all of these people named. This is the reason why the YSL trial was so long, okay? Because of factors like that. You have to tie each individual actions, or how can I say, what did they say is not, or if they did overt actions as well, overt actions, or not only direct actions into the whole scenario. Does that make sense? And they didn't do it. We're just gonna finish off civil battery. Same nonsense against Thornton Township defendants, punitive damage. Now I want to see where they get all. Okay, here we go. This is where the money situation come in, and then we're going to show you a picture of the law office, the law firm. Okay, that really need to retire, that really need to stop stealing people money. Okay, so wherefore, this is what Kamal Woods is looking for, respectively requesting in the amount to be proven at trial, but no less than $10 million. This nigga got to be Leotis. That only somebody named Leotis would say, I hurt my neck, my neck, and my back. But we can settle right now for $10 million. Or a soda and a pack of M&Ms. right, hold on. Let's put this. I got to put this for this comment. This is why I got this shit right here. Hold the fuck.
Now, all you crackheads, out!
That's exactly why. That is some crackhead, unexpected nonsense. Okay. Award plaintiff for compensatory damages, including retaliatory discharge, civil conspiracy, civil battery. Award plaintiff punitive damage for defendant's egregious, outrageous, deliberate, and oppressive conduct. Award plaintiff in reasonable attorney fees and costs, and award plaintiff of relief that the court deems just and proper. Right. Was that not exciting? Hold on. So we got one more thing to show you. I think we got a picture of Kamal's lawyer. I want to make sure we got the right picture. Shout out to Adults in Politics. Shout out to everyone in the audience for dealing with me. Y'all know sometimes I just gotta go off. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, real is real. Nobody's perfect, but you're not about to play with me. If you don't like it, just go. But I think I do a good job. The lawsuit ain't nothing but a hate list. The lawsuit ain't nothing but shit and crap. I'm just gonna be honest. All right. Hold up. Let me see if I had the picture of the lawyer real quick, because that lawyer is someone we need to put on the screen to never ever come around here no more. Okay? Is this his damn name? Would you ever hire this man? Let me just make sure we got the right people's name up there, because I don't want to. Mr. Jenkins. Okay, let me make sure I got the right one. Shout out to Dalton Politics. You keep everybody informed. You're on task. There we go. This is Mr. Jenkins. Here we go. Say hello to Kamal Woods Entertainment law attorney, who are taking us on a $10 million lawsuit. So we're going to follow up with this, because we do have another part to cover with Kamal. We still have to figure out what happened with his wifey, the case, because I wanted to get to Pablo's and I already had it in my agenda. I said I wasn't going to dedicate the whole live to Kamal, but we did what we did. Okay. Now, did we say enough about that lawsuit? Let's get to y'all comments real quick, because what we're about to do is do PABLOS CAFÉ. And I'm going to put Leotis on the screen while we talk to y'all. The damn crackhead over there talking about $10 million. But we can settle down right now for 5 cents and a blow pop. All right, let's get to it. All right, shout out to you. All right. Love you guys. I'm just trying to get through your comments real quick while I take a little break, because PABLOS CAFÉ is another lawsuit that you guys are going to have to see into the next administration. Okay. Teach them how it's done, Grace. They so dumbo. I love you guys. We all different though. I'll be trying not to call people dumb, but they are. I'm going to just say it. But some people, you know, one thing I'm really funny about, just before we go into the other situation, I already told you guys, nobody's perfect. I have met so many different nationalities, so many different people, and they pronunciate shit very different. And it may sound very wrong in the American ears, but they're smart as all hell. I had one professor from India, and I was in OB, either OB or we was doing neuro. It was neuro because he used to give us oral tests and we used to have to get it right. But he was so thorough and so smart. He used to really get us to learn the information. And I used to be like, what you say, to the point that I had to shut the hell up and figure out what he said, read my book. And then I got to understand another dialect. So I'm really funny about that because people always think that they could correct people in America, but America is one of the dumbest countries in the world. And we yes, keep it real. Go do your research. So that really get on my damn nerves because somebody can be smart in one area and dumb in another one, but you're picking and choosing what you're showing. So like I said, when you come here, say it right. Be all right. It is what it is. I don't lie. I don't hold no punches. I'm a real person. Again. So if y'all don't like the way that I read stuff, bring things up there, just keep it moving, baby. But y'all see, y'all learned a lot with my dyslexic ass. Anyway, let's move over. All right. Let's go into Pablo's. Let's put this on the screen real quick because these businesses are still suffering. And one thing that I want the people to understand is that these lawsuits are going to follow the new administration and continue to affect the people. So this is Pablo's. What I'm going to let you know that this is going to trial. They tried to get the case dismissed, and we're going to go over each one from 12/20 and bring you up to date to what's going on right now. Hit the like button. I know y'all wanted to know what was going on with Pablo's. And again, this is going to be split up because this is going to be my last live until the weekend. So this is going to be split up for the people who can't hang for both of them. Just hit the like button. Hit the like button. All right, now, so this is basically a status report. And this status report was on 12/20/2024, kind of trying to see where we were at with everything. And I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom where there's a general type of discovery. This is where the case plan was coming into act. So a general type of discovery, a date for Rule 26, and we're going to go into Rule 26.8.1, first date by which to issue written discovery, the fact discovery, completion date, because there's a time that you by there to here where you have to get all the evidence over, not like what they did in the YSL trial, just kept adding shit as they went every day. It was ridiculous. That is not how a trial's supposed to go. The both parties supposed to know what each person has to represent so they could basically stand up for each other. So the expert discovery completion date, including dates for the discovery of the expert report, any expert witnesses, a date for the filing of the positive motion, and with respect to trial, they're going to move forward and whether the jury trial is requested. So after all of that, they do discovery, start exchanging stuff. This is after they've been having hearings and they've been putting motions in. They've been trying to negotiate, and then we're going to let y'all see where the negotiations kind of fell through. Well, on what date or whatever. So after this, hold on, what date was that? Oh no, sorry. Yes, after this, there was a motion that was filed by the Village of Dolton in support of its motion to dismiss the plaintiff First Amendment complaint. So they're trying to get some things dismissed, and we're going to just kind of go into it a little bit so y'all can get an update. Plaintiff does not have the property interest in his business license. This is some of the things that they were trying to address to get some of these counts removed. And it's not happening, or the whole case dismissed. And that's not happening because Pablo's went through the same thing that Yvette Towing went through. Getting run down on. This is when Lacey was doing all of this BS. Within this broadcast, we're going to read to you Lacey's response. And he has to affirm everything that he was saying because they're moving forward with the proceedings. Okay. So here we go. Plaintiff fails to sufficient alleged municipal liability. So the Village of Dolton, this is their response. So the plaintiff, the allegation fails to give sufficient amount of information, putting the liability on a municipality. Plaintiff has pleaded itself out of court as the municipal liability. The contentions of the First Amendment complaint affirm that the Village of Dolton has failed policy-making authority. The Village of the Board did not revoke plaintiff license. The Village Board did not cause plaintiff constitution deprivation. So it looks like they're trying to pull the board trustees out of this. Okay. The relevant allegations are as follows. The Board of Trustees for the Village of Dalton govern the body responsible for making decisions and setting policies at the local level regarding budget, local ordinance, license, land use planning, all overall community development, among others. And this is how they're trying to pull the trustees, and I think they're trying to get the trustees out of it. Because you see how, you got to name everybody. Like in that lawsuit we just read, all those people could get themselves pulled out. Okay, if their lawyer makes motions like this. Okay, so the village may not revoke license or shut down properties for lack of the same without first receiving approval from the village board, and no formal vote has been taken by the board regarding the revoking recommendations. So according to the well-plead allegation of the First Amendment complaint, plaintiff has failed to assert a municipal action that was the movement force behind plaintiff constitutional injuries as required, and that's related to the board. Plaintiff argues in that response belief that its allegations, Mayor Henyard was an official within policy-making authority. So they're trying to pull Henyard out of this as well, and this ain't gonna fly. Now, I can understand the board members because the board members never voted on it, but Henyard, she directly involved in this. However, there is no citations to facts containing in the operative complaint that supports the theory or place the village on notice that the plaintiff proceeded on such a theory. Again, if you put conspiracy, you got to say what the person did. You got to say, like, Miss Williams' case, the one that was connected to Alexis, the reason why she got off with conspiracy so well, because she showed the sequence of events of Henyard telling Lacey telling the other cop, and then they violating her First Amendment right and her freedom to protest. Does that make sense? It was stated in the complaint. So why they contesting this? Because if you don't say it, it didn't happen. So we like, hey, you didn't even pull Henyard in here in your initial complaint. And I wonder, did I say that in the first PABLOS video that we read, when I read it? Because I usually highlight when things like that is missing. You know that. So that's why they have this back and forth. That's why it's good for your lawyer to write it up properly and save some time. Does that make sense? So they saying that Henyard was the final policy maker, appeared nowhere in the final amendment complaint. The lone response brief is that Mayor Henyard is the local liquor commissioner by statute and ordinance, and therefore must be final policy maker. While plaintiff may rely on new facts asserted in the brief, those facts must be contested with the allegations of the complaint. So he has to bring some more facts into that complaint. And that's why I think they had submitted amendment. So claims that the Mayor Henyard is the final policy maker is entirely inconsistent with the well-plead allegation of the First Amendment complaint, which established that the village board, not the Mayor Henyard, makes decisions and set policies as to license plaintiffs. So I don't know if he put in his first complaint that there was a tone, just like the rest of them did say that there was an underlying law, because if he did say that, he may not have been able to say that, because everybody knows that it's not written that you listen to everything Henyard said and not the actual law, but that's the actual tone. And Henyard is the end decision maker in her eyes, because she don't even care what the board says. So moving forward, so plaintiff next argue it has alleged municipality liability through the series of acts committed by the village officials. The only act it relies upon, however, are those that Mayor Henyard and apply to Monell. Remember, said we had Monell claim. That's just to connect her as the supervisor acting in her capacity. He has to give more details and connect it. That's why they told you. That's probably why they didn't want people to know about what conspiracy was, because y'all don't know how to put the pieces together. Am I the only one that know how to put the storyline? Like, wait, this, right there. Write it down, please. Plaintiff does not have any property interest in the business license. So let's see this. Plaintiff responsibility. Response to the allegation that does not have a property interest in the business license is entirely unclear. While it argues that any discussion about the business license was provided to give color to the allegations. Plaintiff plainly refers to the business license and license plural without count. The license, so let me see what it says. It must have been something they wrote up wrong. A license to do businesses constitutes the property interest. The village and Henyard has deprived plaintiff of its procedural due process rights by denying its access to meaningful administrative hearing process prior to refusing to renew or revoke plaintiff license. Plaintiffs respectively request that this court enters an order finding that the village and Henyard deprived plaintiff of his due process rights by refusing to renew his license for no reason. Okay, so the village replied upon allegations that the plaintiff was bringing a due process violation claim based upon both his business license and liquor license. It is now appear plaintiff agrees that it does not have a property interest in the business license and therefore does not have the due process claim related to the business license. So we need to look into that. They have trial, but they're saying property interest. They don't have to own the property to have a business there, but maybe it is some type of miswording that made him say that he owned the place. Maybe he was a renter. I don't know, but we got to clarify that. So plaintiff fails to allege that the post deprivation remedies related to the liquor license are inadequate. So it's procedure. It's procedure errors here in the way that Pablo's lawyers written it up. And I know I had to talk about that before. When we split this up, we're going to put part 1 of Pablo's there so y'all can get a full picture. I know I mentioned that they messed some things up in the filing. And this is why Pablo's case is going so long, well into 2025, y'all. Just like Yvette Tony. It's ridiculous. All right. So the village has moved to dismiss plaintiff due process claim related to its liquor license because the allegations amount to remedy an unauthorized acts of Mayor Henyard, which requires adequate post deprivation remedies to satisfy the due process. So he didn't say, hey, I want my liquor license. See, you have to state that the people, state the claims, the allegation, the relief, well, the law and the relief. That all has to be embodied in it. It was some things missing. So he said, you ain't asked for no remedy, so you don't want that addressed properly. That's why they had to do an amendment. They had to amend. And this was on 1/8/2025. Still having to do corrections when this thing been started a long time ago. All right. Conclusion. Plaintiff fails to plead facts that plausibly suggest that the village of Dalton is responsible for the action of Mayor Henyard pursuant to Monell, and therefore the village should be dismissed from the lawsuit. Additionally, plaintiff First Amendment complaint describes random and unauthorized actions by the mayor to which pre-deprivation proceedings were impartial. Plaintiff did, however, have post-deprivations remedies. Okay, and that I want to see what the post-deprivation remedy was, to which it availed itself, and therefore no due process violation occurred in the deprivation of the liquor license. So I think he was granted the liquor license on appeal, because I told you guys that they'd be cheating. They'll do it on administrative level in Dalton, and then the person won't get it, and they'll appeal it on the state level. State level will look at it and give it to the person. And you remember before in Woody's, they won when they appealed, but they still didn't comply with Woody's barbecue. You see what I'm saying? So that's where the appeal, and that's what he's saying. Well, he got the remedy of it, so it's no complaint. Why is it? Man, these lawyers crooked as all hell. All right. That's from Bo. That's from Bo attorney office. That's in representation of this. So now let's get into Rule 26.1 disclosure, so y'all could just kind of know what that is, because that was the next step. They like, hey, that dropped on his face. Obviously, let's move forward. hold on. What I'm gonna have to do is start to remove some of these things off the screen so I don't get keep pulling up the same thing. All right. Rule 26, one disclosure, and that's basically they're going to be given a time frame of when they have to disclose things to each other. So if you ever go to trial, and it's one thing that I had lost one time. I lost, guys. They pressured me. That's when I was first learning law out here in Georgia. That shit hit out here. It's different from Jersey. Jersey, you could go to traffic court and be like, I'm taking it to trial today, stand there, handle your business, and win. These motherfuckers out here, they had 2 prosecutors against my black ass. But this is how they tripped me up. I had all my paperwork filed and everything, but I was still practicing how to basically do my opening statements and things. I was learning it. I ain't have all of that together. And then they was like, well, you just need to be ready in the next 24 to 48 hours. The judge may call you. So he just called me out of the blue like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Man, I went down there, and what I did not know, because they didn't a prosecution, this was a ticket. Shut up, y'all. I fight hard. Yes, because the judge said, I never see somebody write so many motions for a ticket. I said, because I needed to know some things and file some things. I didn't say that. But basically, where I messed up at was that I asked the prosecution here, or the attorney that prosecute these tickets, for certain information of what they will be presenting to me. And they didn't. So that day, I didn't really know law a lot. These was a couple years ago. And they was like, well, you want to go to trial today? Well, we could push it to next month. I mean, a couple of weeks. And But they was like, she gave me the option. But it was like, in my head, I was like, I just want to get this over with. I'm ready. I'm prepared. But they got me on the opening statements. The judge was being a bitch. He was literally cutting me off. And also, they had surprise witnesses that I didn't even fucking know about. How you gonna have? I asked to see the camera of the cop that said that I ran the stop sign, and they're gonna bring the personnel, the representative who retrieve it and all types of shit. Some dispatch lady was there. I said, what the whole other side of the fucking court was full, and my black ass in there like, all right, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. It's like 2 prosecutors. And who the hell is these people? She dressed up and shit. Like, she supposed to be at work. So this is very important because I was caught the off guard. So if you don't have the Rule 26 disclosure, and we're going to go in it, that moves on into the discovery. So basically, disclosure is supposed to start February 3rd, 2025 in this case. First day by which to issue written discovery is set February 17th, which is already 3 days ago. And now proposal for fact discovery completion. They have till August 22nd. You see how many months this is? This is going to be well into the next administration. Am I lying? Or I'm flying? Proposed deadline for pending. So by September 26th, they have any amendments they had to make to complaints and all types of stuff need to be done near, because they probably be moving on to trial. Okay. Plaintiff anticipated that it may need an expert witness in order to prove reputational or loss of business damage. Proposed completion of expert discovery is October 17, 2025. Okay, this is going to go well into the next. So if y'all want to know what happened with Pablo's, we here for it. We're going to get into Rule 26 real quick, but we're just going to put the last page up, which is the longest page. And this has basically the response from Lacey Lewis. Damn it, I forgot to bring his picture up there. Fucking frack. Okay. All right. Shoot. All right. So Rule 26 is the duty to disclose general provisions. Okay. So generally expecting by Rule 26 or otherwise stipulated or ordered by the court, a party must without await discovery request provided to the other party. So that's when discovery is starting to come. The name, if anyone, known of the address, telephone numbers of each individual who have discoverable information, along with subjects information, disclosure parties that there's going to be supporting the claims of the defense needs to be starting to put on the line, a copy and a description of the categories of locations, all documentation, electronic store. They need to know where is that, how they're going to get it, is it going to be numbered, where they get it from, everything. So that is Rule 26. That's where it starts to basically opens Pandora box to what's going on. All right. So just one more. They had, this was, I don't need to show the paper, but on 1/16 it says, enter before the Honorable Judge Cummings, the court adopt the party's proposal for case scheduling. And we went over the case scheduling. They talked about Rule 26A1 disclosure, and they went into all the dates that we just talked about. Okay, now let's hit it. Please hit the like button if you like what we talk about here, how we break down the facts and make it make sense, baby. This lawsuit, okay, was ostracized by Tiffany Henyard, not Kamal Wood. Orchestrated, I do apologize. I did pronounce that wrong. Let me put it on the screen. I'm look at the bigger one and put my glasses on. This lawsuit was orchestrated by Tiffany Henyard, not Kamal Woods. How you know? They both stupid. They both did something dumb. Henyard admitted to calling off the police department to provide security. Think about it. Also, there is a report video that shows everything from the left and rear of the altercation. All right, y'all still talking about the other thing. Wonder when they will realize, or are they waiting for someone to offer money? Henyard is as popular as a bird grill. Yeah, we read that one already. You also had that girl with the braids. We read that already. Let me move down. Hold on, y'all. Talk about the knee pads. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if there's anything new that you got here. Dang, Grace. Okay, so we said that. Hey, Honeymoon, thank you for being here. Hey, Miss Sharp, thank you for being here. Anyone shared on Dalton Politics? Anyone shared on Dalton Politics? Share what on Dalton Politics? Hey, y'all guys, don't share my stuff on Dalton Politics. No disrespect to Dalton Politics. I love them. I love the information they share, but I don't want any room for error. I don't want any drama. Sometimes I set a tone off on people who don't want to hear the type of truth that I give, and I really don't have time for it. Continue to let the algorithm push me through as though it has. I don't beg for attention, so I don't mind. Do not share me on Dalton Politics. I give Dalton Politics respect, and I give them kudos, and I tell you guys to go there and participate because it is an amazing group. But I know when my presence rattles bells, and I don't have time for it, okay? I'm going to just say that. I love you guys. It's still a sensitive situation because my goal is to make sure that my baby girl get justice. So with that goes to say places where I'm not totally wanted or accepted, I don't push the button. I stay away and I let the algorithm push us. So share me somewhere else in a whole nother group. I love you, but please don't. I love you guys. Only the real gonna understand what I'm saying. I don't beg for nothing, and I don't like being restricted. So if I have to do that, I'll choose not to deal. But I love what they allow to come out. But my stuff be a little bit too heavy for they liking. All right, so this is Lacey Lewis' response. Okay. Now he has to reaffirm some of the things that has happened. So this right here is basically just going to give us a briefing or a rewind of what happened. Hold on. Let me see if I got Yoshi picture up there. Hold on, because I did have pictures of Henyard with the cops, but I had took them down because it was just so many pictures. Jagged. The pictures that I had here with the cops, they actually had Yoshi in there. And y'all know who I'm talking about. Lacey Lewis, them little ass arms. Let me drink some water. I'm getting thirsty. All right. So now, answering affirmative defense to plaintiff First Amendment complaint. I love you guys. I'm thirsty. Hit the like button. Please let me know if Tiffany actually put something on her page because we're going to share this shit today. because I'm not going live until later on this week. So y'all getting the best, giving you the best that I got. And y'all know I'm going to edit it, break it up to keep y'all entertained throughout the weekend. So, jurisdiction and venue, let's move forward. Parties we already know is PABLOS CAFÉ, is the Illinois Limited Liability Company. Defendant Lacey lacks sufficient information to either admit or deny. So these are some of the questions that they were asking, like, do you know of this? I want to get to some of the juicy stuff. Defendant Tiffany Henyard is the mayor of Village of Dalton and the liquor controller commissioner. This is Lacey responding. Defendant Lacey limits the allegation contained in this paragraph. So some of the things basically he's saying he don't know. He's saying he don't know. So we're going to kind of go into it. Now, other entities. This is him giving affirmation to. It says the Board of Trustees of the Village Board is a government body responsible for making decisions and setting policies at the local level regarding budgeting, local ordinance. This is number 9. Licenses, land use plan, and overall community development, among others. Answer: Defendant Lacey admits the Board of Trustees is a government body. So he either saying he don't know or he do know. So I'm kind of want to go through this to go to the factual allegations, because this is Lacey kind of responding to this. Plaintiff began operating a bar restaurant March 2025. Lacey doesn't know. Plaintiff has a Class D liquor license expired April 30th, 2023. Liquor license for the property, which allowed plaintiff to serve alcohol. Defendant Lacey admits the allegations contained in this paragraph, so he admits that he knows that. Plaintiff also has village license, business license, which also set to expire April 2023. And the reason why they're asking him this, because when they go in to question them throughout the trial, if anything is different from these transcripts, that's when they're gonna be like, gotcha. So if you didn't know or you did know because you're trying to change your statement, this is what you answered here. So plaintiff also has a village business license, which was also set to expire April 30th, 2023. Okay. Plaintiff also has the state liquor license, and defendant Lacey lacks sufficient information to either admit or deny. This is big because your actions that you made should have been definitively made over you knowing that this man didn't have no license, because you did some bullshit to him, and it made the news. This is the one that made the news. Do y'all remember? Do y'all need me to play the video to make this more exciting? Huh? Yeah, because this is the one with the police where they had, as soon as because he talked against Henyard on live, and then the next day Lacey came and shut it down, and it was a big problem. Upon information, okay, so Dalton is the home of rural municipality within Cook County. Some of these things is just, So on April 15, 2023, plaintiff filed an attempt to pay for his renewal application for license within the village in that the license was set to expire April 30th. So 15 days before that, he tried. Defendant Lacey lacks sufficient information. This is what he's saying. It says the village of Dalton, the village accepted the license. Lacey saying, I don't know. But these are some of the things that has happened. So they're trying to put these facts out here. Again, we're about to get into the discovery phase. Okay. Consistent with the historical practices and as affirmed through the verbal communication with agents of the village, plaintiff was allowed to come or continue to carry on the business pending the issue of license. And that was the same thing with what was it? Woods Barbecue, where they gave him a backdated license and a check that was expired. Yeah. Lacey says he don't know. So May 2023, one of PABLOS managers, George Meesh, placed several phone calls to the village inquiring about the status of the license. On several occasions, representative for the village of Dalton did not answer the phone call. And on other occasions, representatives of the village stated that plaintiff license is in process, pending, or stated that the village will call him when it's ready. Lacey lacks sufficient knowledge or don't admit either to admit or deny. But his actions, they should have been definitively made over you knowing that this man didn't have no license, because you did some bullshit to him, and it made the news. So showed that he supposed to knew this already. It's telling me that the police department goes through no verification process when it comes to what Henyard say it is and just run with it. That's why it's important for us to talk about this, because it's highlighting some significant issues. Miss Meach was never told that there was any issues with the application for the licensees. And I think Lacey's will not know this, but if he did his research as the sergeant and to know the history of what was going on with Henyard and all of this stuff, this is something he should have done. And that is also part of my investigation with the Lexi story. This is going to trickle into, I love you, police of Dalton, but it's going to also trickle into the credibility of Dalton Police Station, their practices, and their chief of police regulating their actual command center correctly over investigations and over things like this. They didn't follow the investigation procedures correctly in many aspects that we're going to talk about on Lady Broadcast that has to do with Alexis. So I know he ain't follow shit. Henyard said, yeah, get him. And he said, okay. He don't need a warrant. He don't need to see shit. He just busting down on them. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, so near or in June 2023, following yet another inquiry by Mr. Meach village representative, Mr. Meach to call the village administrator Keith Freeman, or the village attorney Delgado, in which Delgado was not named in this. I know you think you could name an attorney in this lawsuit. Somebody educate me on that, because Delgado was named in one of these lawsuits where he played a role. Him and his buddy played a role in the licensing, and I believe this is it. I think this is the one. Yep, I think this was the one. So Mr. Meach did call Freeman on numerous occasions. Freeman, however, did not answer or return the phone call. We're going through the facts here. Lacey says he does not know. Mr. Meach also telephoned Delgado on numerous times, not only just Freeman on many occasions, but did not get any response from the law firm to issue insurance or licensing. Lacey does not know. On July 5th, 2023, Village Inspector Kim Austin, dog. Oh my God. I should have had the clip. This broad is named in this too. I forgot. I'm going to just say this, and I'm going to have to repeat this. Forgive me, God, and it's not the Sabbath or Friday. I'm going to give y'all a little bit mess, but according to Jay, she was a prostitute. Shut up. Is known, allegedly. And she came in between them. She came in between the situation with Jay and Henyard as well. She said she don't know if it was her whispering in your ear or if it was Leotis pillow talking. Okay? All right? Yeah. We had to talk about her, Miss Austin. Defendant Lacey lacked sufficient notice about them phone calls, or the inspector, it says, was telephoned by them. He don't know. So this is her name again. I told you, when it comes back up, she got to go. She have to go. So again, 20 minutes after Meach received Austin, and it's Alston. It's Alston with an A-L, Alston. Phone call, PD officers Jermaine Lee and 46 police PD officers arrived at the property. Lee told Mr. Meach, we are shutting you down. This is where it get a little juicy, for not having a local liquor license. Okay. So after 20 minutes after calling Miss Alston, she outed him. Okay. To the popo. It said, he ain't got no liquor license. Hurry up and go over there, lock him up. We ain't issuing. Woo, the setup is real. She has to go. People, she directly against y'all. So, moving forward, defendant lacks sufficient information to either admit or deny that allegations. He said he don't know. Lacey like, I don't know. I plead the fifth. Lee further stated, go to the village tomorrow and talk to him. And defendant Lacey said, I don't know about that. So the Dalton Police Department officers also arrived at the property on July the 5th. Did not give plaintiff any document, official or otherwise, regarding the closure, nor did the Dalton Police Department offer any stickers or closure notice on the front of the door of the property or elsewhere. Now we're getting a reiteration of what happened. Lacey said he don't know. Prior to July 5th, 2023, plaintiff have not been given notice that it might be shut down for the reasons that its liquor license had not been renewed, or had plaintiff received any update from the village concerning the status of the license. From July 6, 2023 onward, Mr. Meach and his wife, Miss Neach, went to the village of Dalton every day to speak with the village employees who could assist plaintiff with its license or explain the closure of the property. And I will say this, y'all gonna have to be mad at me. Y'all remember that y'all saw Mr. Meach coming to the village of Dalton's meeting. He went there 3 or 4 times talking about the situation. So this was brought to everybody's attention and the trustees. So but I know they can't force people to do their jobs. I'm gonna be honest, but this was happening a long time ago. It was happening. So at no time was Miss Meach or Mr. Meach given any answer about the renewal status of the application or renewal of the license, or any information concerning the forced closure of property by DPD. Lacey, everything I just read to you, Lacey said, I plead the fifth, I don't know. After July 5th, 2023, closure, plaintiffs sought and filed an appeal of the closure with the Illinois Liquor Controller Commission. Plaintiff was closed by police department from July 5th to October the 3rd. So they setting that up so they can let y'all know they lost some money. Damages are starting to occur. On October 3rd, 2022, Robert Collins, former police of Dalton Police Department, chief of police, sent an email to the Dalton Police Station, stating, please be advised that PABLOS and Angels will be allowed to operate. So this is when Collins got the hell in trouble. Y'all remember? Then he got fired. Yup. He said, you spend too much money. Shit is getting crazy here. We ain't doing it. That's when Lacey was probably kissing ass trying to get his position. And Lacey was doing all of this backhanded shit to the businesses. And when he got tied up in these damn allegations, he was Henyard's best friend, her right-hand man. You got dirt on me. I got dirt on you. We could be friends. Yeah. Yeah, that's how they get down there. No, nada. I don't like it. So at the July meeting, Mr. Meach, because he went to the July meeting, I'm telling you, he was there a lot of time. Mr. Meach asked Henyard about the status of plaintiff license. Henyard responded that the village would issue the license, but they were pending and would be issued as soon as the village internal process was completed. I remember that. He went there in August as well. Now, this is stating what we just said. He went there several times, and it was not a lot. So he went there August as well, him and his wife. Henyard was present August meeting, said the same thing to him. He was waiting around. Henyard again responds to the village will issue the license pending internal affair issues. In September 2023, this was July, August, September, Meach attended another monthly meeting. Henyard was present again. At the September meeting, Mr. Meach asked Henyard, what's up with the license? Henyard said village would issue the license, but they were pending. Same dumb excuse. October, did it again. Henyard said the same thing. All of this right here that we just read, Lacey response, defendant Lacey lacks sufficient information to either admit or deny the allegation contained in a paragraph. I'm pleading the fifth. I don't know. So from April 30th to November the 2nd, plaintiff license were not renewed by the village. Plaintiff was not given an explanation for the denial. In renewal of the license, plaintiff was not given an explanation about the DPD officers closing the property for not having a liquor license. On November 2nd, 2023, Allison, there she go, Miss Fast Ass in the Pants. Fast Ass in the Pants. You're fired, broad. I'm tired of your name. She served plaintiffs, so she served Pablos at the property with a packet of documents which was received by employees of the plaintiff. Lacey, I don't know about that. Plaintiff was served with a certificate of receipt, which acknowledged receipt of attached notice of hearing to revoke renewal business license. This is going to go into Delgado and them tricking him. I promise you. The certificate includes 2 case numbers. They have them there. The caption of the certificate stated, proceedings to revoke or non-renew Village of Dalton business license and liquor license. So 2 different case numbers, attaches the case numbers there. Again, Lacey don't know none of this, but you went there and ran down on him. He's still saying, I don't know, I can't admit or deny this. But this is part of your job. And even though he wasn't the chief of police, I would assume he was the person that carried some of this stuff out. And Collins was supposed to verify this. Yeah, it's supposed to be some verification going on. So the charge alleges 31 indictments that the village complaint warrant the revocation of the non-renewal plaintiff license. And that's what we're not going to read through all of those. That was the longest part of that reading. All those allegations were allegations. There was nothing directly connecting Pablo Cafe to the incidents that they're trying to say. They were saying that it wasn't renewed because they had fights, people were drunk, all types of shit was happening. We read each one of them, and none of them was either backed up with the police report, person was fighting with their boyfriend and girlfriend in the parking lot, shit that had nothing to do with nothing inside of it. None of the reports that they talking about here, they were all allegations, and they had nothing to stand on their face. And these are all of the charges and allegations. And we read all of these before. These are some of them. And they were ridiculous. Like the last one, a noise complaint was made. And they trying to put that on Pablo. This is how ridiculous this is. A noise complaint was made. Vehicles were playing music loudly in the alley of the property. A woman complained that the security guard at the premises threw her to the ground and she feared for her life. This woman was determined to be an unruly patriot and had been drinking. It was determined that she was wilding. Y'all made that determination. But you blame it on them when people go there to get drunk. Yeah, moving forward. This is some of the things that we're going to have to look for in a trial. So we're doing a reiteration. And guess what, Pablo? And guess this is all for Lacey to know. Lacey like, defended Lacey. This one is that. Which one he admit? This one, upon information and belief, defended Lacey admits the allegation were listed on the charges. So all of those charges that they gave, those the ones that wasn't significant, Lacey agreed to that. He said, I know about those. Oh, yeah, I know about those. Yeah. Defendant Lacey admits to the allegation contained in this paragraph that the village had number 11 class liquor license for him, I would assume. Finance. I don't understand, like, if I don't understand that term for that. All right, so Lacey lacks sufficient information, either or admit upon information and believe village liquor license has been issued and such no new Class D license was issued unless the existing Class D license expired, is non-renewed or revoked. He said he don't know nothing about the liquor license. He can't say yay or nay, but I'm going to run down on you. I'm going to keep saying that because the police, this is their behavior. This is why we have to highlight them. And now throughout this whole time of drama, nobody addressed the police station. Nobody addressed Dalton Police Station. Nobody addressed that you have a killer cop that's still getting paid by Dalton, Illinois. And I'm not going to say allegedly because I'm still waiting for the I'm still waiting for the Freedom of Information request for that one Freedom of Information request. But y'all paying these rogue ass cops to this day. But nobody's addressing it. But I'm going to take a whole glass and shut the hell up and mind my business. All right, let's move on because this is kind of a long document. We halfway through, guys. Hit the like button. This is a reminder what's going on with Pablo's. Y'all wanted to know. Here we are. This trial will be going on into the next administration. Get ready. Okay? Y'all going to be seeing Grace Levi until the next administration, dog. Okay? So now this is regarding of Henyard motive. Henyard used to charge to non-renew or revoke plaintiff license without first delegating her authority as a local liquor commission to anyone else. Lacey, like, I don't know about that. The village initially exaggerated and trumped up the charges so Henyard could use the recommendations regarding plaintiff license to be used or misuse her authority as the liquor license commissioner to revoke plaintiff liquor license. And that's in regards to the complaints of people being drunk, fighting out there, Lacey, like, I don't know. But you should know because you ran down. And you just said you know about all of those things that happened. You admit to that long ass 33 account or whatever of incidents, but you don't know about this. Now, this is who we got to look into. This is Delgado friend. See, this is where Delgado come up in here, but they didn't name him in this. Michael Casper was appointed as a hearing officer for the proceedings. This is what I'm telling you guys. This was allegedly Delgado boy. Upon information and belief, Henyard appointed Casper as the hearing officer. Delgado acted as the attorney prosecuting the charge on behalf of the village. Casper has previously represented Henyard personally and has acted as lead counsel in matters of Henyard versus municipal officers of Village of Dalton in 2022. So Casper already have a relationship with Henyard, representing her, but now you're playing as the hearing officer. Let me drink some coffee. Do y'all see the bias here? Do you see the bias here? Okay. And I want you guys get in the comment. Don't be afraid. I know I scared y'all when I told that lady off, but don't be afraid. Y'all can talk. Y'all don't be afraid. Okay. I just had to tell her about herself because some things sickens me. Because people always try to think that you're beneath me because of really, really small, ridiculous stuff. So we're not doing that here. You know what I'm saying? You're not putting me down and you're not putting nobody down unless we really have to put people down for foul behavior. So y'all can get in the comments. Don't be afraid. All right. So let's just start this. Now we can't sum this up because we're on page 13. So we're showing you the conflict of interest between Casper and Delgado. They got to know each other, and Casper and Henyard, because he already represented her. So this is what you guys have to suffer through. Yep. The ones who want to start businesses there, live there. That's why you have to create a check and balance system or get in the system and be lawyers. How about that? Casper did not disclose his prior representation to Henyard to plaintiff. Plaintiff filed a motion to disqualify Casper as hearing officer as soon as he discovered the conflict. Lacey said, I don't know. Hold on, y'all. What's going on? All right, y'all. The bat phone has rung. We're going to stop the case right now. Tiffany is live. Let's go find it. I love you guys. I was like, wait, you know I'm live. I hope this is an emergency. Hold on. Let's see where we're going to find her. Tell me where to find her. Text me. Y'all know I'm about to be on the hunt. Oh, snap. Speaks. Right? Hold on, y'all. We're going to find it, y'all. I know I should have signed up for her page. Where's she at? Yo, this bro really put this on her thing. She on Facebook. Hold on. Hey y'all, she put this on her she on Facebook. Hold on. Tiffany is live. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get it. She's not live on her YouTube page. I can't even believe she got a YouTube page. There we go. Shout out to our support in the background. I told you, let us know as soon as this lady is live. All right, let's get to the mess, y'all. We have breaking news. Breaking news. Hit the like button. We will get back to this case later. Thank you. Thank you. Tiffany is live. If y'all did not see, here we go. Let's see if she put out some receipts. Please. I'm about to tell it. Tell it like it is.
How y'all doing? Come on in. I hope y'all ready. Because if you want the tea, get it from me. I keep telling y'all that. So come on in. I got some news that you can use. Yes, that part. All right, let me set this up. Why did I got so bright? So bright. Make sure that's clear. Look, it's like a, let me bring it in a little bit for y'all. I don't know. It's like, okay. All right, guys, how y'all doing? I got the news that you can use. I know you guys was waiting on this epic moment, you know, because everybody keep asking me to produce the receipts. And I'm about to do just that because I'm about to tell it like it is. My name is Tiffany. Tell it. I got the news. Tell it about corruption. Tell it. The board of trustees. Tell it. Hey, I'm about to tell it like it is. Tell it. You know, I got to give y'all a little. But yeah, make sure y'all go subscribe right now to Tiff Speaks the Truth. It's on my YouTube platform for those that already didn't subscribe. You already got that 30-minute notification saying tune in 30 minutes. We about to tell it. So stay tuned because I got a lot of stuff to tell you guys. I know that I haven't been on here like I should be all the time because y'all know I'm still running operations, you know. So I just wanted to make sure that you hear from your super mayor and make sure y'all come and find out and get the tea. Remember, if you want the tea, get it from me. So I will be broadcasting that in the next literally 20 minutes now. So if you have not subscribed, go to Tiff Speaks the Truth on YouTube, and you will get everything that I'm gonna talk about as relates to corruption in the village of Dalton. But basically, you have to subscribe to get it. I normally play you to know that. Also, if somebody's watching this, you can put the link in the bottom comments. Other than that, I do that when I get off this live. But go on to Tiff Speaks the Truth and make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel. That way you'll get all the news that you can use. I just want to get on here real quick. It's not going to be long-winded, guys, because I'm going to go on that platform and speak. But I have a whole you dig for you. I ain't even going to say what it is. I want you to go look at it, check it out, so you can actually get a different perspective, because all this fake news, they got to chill with all that. I need you to see it for what it is. I'm giving you a different perspective. I'm giving you some truth. I'm giving you some facts. I'm giving you some receipts. You know, things y'all keep asking for, even though, you know, as though, how can I say this? People want receipts, right? Y'all want them, but it's just gossip to y'all when y'all get receipts. When I have receipts, I give it to the real people that can do something about it. Just so you understand the difference when y'all ask for certain things I can give, certain things I can't give. Y'all do know that legal is involved. So I just make sure that, hey, can I give this out? Can I not do this before I do it? Despite you guys wanting me to give it to you, but you can't do nothing with it, me giving it to you. I can verbalize it, but I probably can't give you actual documentation. But this time I did, because you guys wanted it. So there it is. Go check it out again. Tiff Speaks the Truth. It's on my YouTube channel. Subscribe. And I got not this evening, but again, the next 2-3 days, you're going to see a lot of things going on, a lot of stuff coming out that you didn't hear me say anything, because y'all to muddy my name up for 3.5 years. So, hey, y'all left me no choice but to go on and give y'all a dose of your own medicine that you've been trying to dish out to me, which has all been fake. It's been a witch hunt. It's been lies. It's just been all the above, guys. But y'all know I am strong. I am constantly moving forward, and this too shall pass. And when it passed, I want people to look at me as strength. So when you look up the definition of strength, you're going to see Tiffany here. You're going to see Supermayor Henyard in it, because I don't know anybody, any human being, any person that would have withstood the storm as long as I did and see it all the way through. I know a lot of people that would have quit. A lot of people tell me they would have quit. They would have threw in the towel. They would have did all kinds of things, they tell me. But I'm still here. So please go onto that platform. In the next 20 minutes, we're going to produce those receipts that you've been asking for so desperately. And we have plenty more to go for the next 2 days. If you haven't heard my latest, I'm starving the bud. I'm feeding the people. Y'all got to go check that out. I did drop some bars for y'all because that's the way that I express myself throughout all this drama that be around me, all this negativity. I'm a pop.
And hold the fuck phone. I thought that was a fake video. I thought that was an AI video. It is really on her page, and we're going to show you that she really did it. She was rapping. I swore it was AI. She admit to it. Let's play it. I'm done. I'm done with Tiffany, y'all. She thinks that's acceptable. I thought it was AI, y'all.
Positive, high energy person, as you all see and know. So I have to go and lay it down in the studio. You know what I'm talking about? Even though I don't even rap. I don't even rap. But it's been actually really good for me. It's been positive, and I got a lot of people that want to collab with me. And y'all do amazing things with people's voices. I will say that. So I thank you for that. But it's really cool. If you are watching this, please go out and vote. Early voting has started. It started February 10th. It's going on to February 24th. Get to them polls. Make sure you keep your supermayor in office. I am #1 on the ballot once again. In 2021, I was #1. And again, here we go. It's repeating itself. I am #1 again on this ballot. Please vote for my entire ticket. We have a vision, unlike other people that just talk and they ain't got no vision. They hoping they win off the hate and negativity that you have for a person. But please judge me on my work. Vote off my work. Don't vote off of gossip. This is not high school. Vote off of facts, not fiction. Facts. And that's what I want to prove to you this evening and show you some of the things that you might have overlooked because you was caught in the mess. Like most people get caught in the drama and not necessary facts. Stop letting people throw the rock and hide their hands. Stop allowing people to just say something about people that ain't true. And you know it ain't true because you live in my city. You live in my city. You know that I love my city, which is a village, but I call it the city. You know that I put on for my city. You know that I go hard for the youth, especially my seniors. You know this. In the middle class, because y'all still never do nothing for y'all. Y'all know that I created programs like Rifford Wendell programs. For the seniors and veterans, and y'all know the board stopped paying the vendors. Y'all know all this. These are all facts. But I just want y'all to stay on course with the facts and get.
I swear to God, Tiffany, do this one more time to me. I'm never broadcasting her videos again. I crossed my finger and I'm gonna act like a little kid. I am done with sitting here listening to the gaslight and bullshit. We are 7 minutes in and it's still no receipt. Now, you know, I love you. Who told me I love you in the background? But you watched this? Did you watch it? This bitch ain't. There's no receipts yet. Okay, I'm going to shut up. This is the last time I fall for this shit.
Get out and vote. We can complain about it all day long, but you got to get to the polls and vote. So I'm asking my base to make sure you show up and show out for your supermayor at the polls. You can go early or go on the 25th, like I do. I do believe in voting on election day. You know, I just don't trust people in machines sitting in buildings. I just don't. I just think people are finicky with stuff like that. But people believe in early voting. So if you do, get out and vote. You got until the 24th, which is Monday, to cast your vote early. Other than that, I'll see you on election day, where we need to make sure we get our people out to vote. So tell a friend, tell a neighbor, let people know the truth. Let them get out and vote. I am on the ballot. I'm #1. Punch 1 for Mayor Henyard. Punch 4 for Tanika Hughes. She is running for my clerk because we need a new clerk. Y'all want 4 years done, right? You need a new clerk. Y'all want minutes done, right? You need a new clerk. You need a clerk that's going to do the will of the people and give you the information that you truly need when you 4 years. I hate people blame people offices. They ain't got nothing to do with anything. So make sure you get out and vote.
Let's go. This is it. Oh my God. Let's go. This is crazy.
Investigating Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard for months now. Tonight, she gives her final report.
Thank you.
Before the people contending that she's going to expose theft and misuse of funds by whom?
Better be something else.
We were tasked with looking into irregularities, allegations of irregularities regarding
what is her page? That's it.
By Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
But she spent her entire presentation
Shout out to I Am That I Am. Hold on, let me look again. Yeah, I am that. I am that one. I do apologize. This is her live right now.
Talking about things done by other people.
We right on time. Love you guys.
Official Keith Freeman.
Y'all on task.
Nowhere in her presentation did she say, or could she
on her
say
YouTube page
that Mayor Henyard approved a single one
her YouTube
of the expenses that she was discussing. In fact, the bulk of the information that was masqueraded to be the results of an investigation was already contained in standard village audits. There was no real investigation. It was political theater for a disgraced former mayor wanted another chance at the limelight that's not earned.
Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot has lost her bid for re-election. She conceded the race last night after failing to get enough votes to qualify for a runoff in the crowded primary.
What Lori Lightfoot failed to mention is during most of the time period that she's supposedly investigating, the Board of Trustees unlawfully kept Mayor Henyard from being on the bank account. She had to go to court just to get on the account.
When other people come and do work in our village, y'all need to pay them. Do not hold up their money and think you're going to get it paid to do nothing. So we're going to do the same thing until you pay them people, then y'all get y'all check.
She don't have the authority to do that.
Watch me. Watch me.
You're not even on the bank account.
So next, old business. So
let's go.
Just to clear this up so the residents and everybody know what's going on. Basically, this Board of Trustees have put the village in financial despair. They put us in court several different times. If anyone's not following, they cost us over $600,000 for a recall for this attorney to get paid off of. I'm willing to talk. I'm willing to work with a board that's willing to work with me. What's a shame is why we ended up in court. This October warrant list, October 3rd, 2022 warrant list, when Trustee Jason House and this clerk right here, Clerk Key, have went to the bank to remove me off the bank account. Let me tell you how deep this gets. Trustee Keys and your attorney, that attorney right there, well, clerk, okay, Clerk Key, and that attorney right there goes into the bank to remove me, your mayor, off the bank account. So y'all should ask yourself, why are they going through so many great lengths to remove me when the law states the mayor and the clerk is the ones on the bank account to put Trustee House on the bank account. This way y'all need to open your eyes at so you can understand what is truly going on. It's a money grab, a power grab for the village of Dalton. They keep talking about deficit, but you keep trying to pay this attorney. I motioned for court because I tried to stop them from paying that attorney right here, that $600,000. So when we went to court, the judge stopped everything. She didn't want to hear anything. She said she's gonna wait to do the hearing, and she stopped every payment possible and said she was only going to allow us to do payroll, which is to pay people that work for the village of Dalton.
For much of the time that's being discussed, she's being illegally kept from knowing what's going on with the money. Now that seems like it would be important. That's the truth. But Lori Lightfoot did not mention that. Jason House, a current member of the Board of Trustees, was not a signer on the bank account at all. And yet, he has repeatedly signed checks without authority. That's a fact. It's documented. He's spending thousands and thousands of the village's dollars without authority from the bank. He's committing bank fraud. He's committing check fraud. She's proved it in documents. There's matters pending in court. He's been told to stop doing it, and he still does it again and again.
How y'all allow him to convince y'all to put him on the bank account when he is in trouble or has been in trouble with the feds? So if y'all follow up with everything going on in the community, y'all will understand what's going on. And these are facts. This is stuff people mess up money all day long. I keep telling y'all. So what I'm saying is y'all allow this man to go on the bank account. Y'all didn't do any of your research, your homework. Y'all didn't do nothing. But I guess it's good, huh? Because everybody got their hand in the cookie jar. So all I'm saying to you is all I try to do is protect the residents, speak out, tell y'all what's going on. I've done nothing wrong. I never do anything wrong because I grew here, as I always say.
rest of them flew here. Tell the people what the feds got you for them. Why was they at the healthcare custodian, which you worked at, and you was over the bank account, over right here at the U.S. Bank, and they walked you out to your computer, seize your stuff. Talk to them then. You want to tell them? Talk to them. Tell the people. Talk to them. They right here. Right, exactly. He's not going to tell his stuff, but I know his stuff. So,
former Mayor Lightfoot didn't have any concern about that either. Why? The Board of Trustees are defrauding the people at all.
And at the end of the day, us 6 people up here are the ones that vote on all of the money. So when she keeps saying, I did this and I did that and I gave, she haven't did anything.
They got a guy committing bank fraud and spending the people's money. But that's of no concern. Why? Because truth is overawed by spectacle. That's what we come to again and again in the way that Mayor Henyard has been treated. Lori Lightfoot's not interested in fact, but in spectacle. She's interested in political theater that's going to help her, not the people.
A coalition of aldermen and community groups is slamming Mayor Lori Lightfoot, accusing her administration of misspending discretionary funds from the Federal Pandemic Relief CARES Act. The group says Lightfoot spent millions on police and ignored other issues.
One pot of money that we had that was flexible funding, the one pot of money that could have been used for small business support, for housing relief for our neighbors, to help prevent violence in our communities. That's what we're talking about. And of that 470 million, 284 million of it went directly to the Chicago Police Department.
You know, a mayor who's run out of office, as she was, in large part because of financial mismanagement, being called upon to be the investigator of another mayor's fiscal decisions?
Politics.
That's pretty much the same thing as asking a fox to investigate the hen house. And it has no more truth value than a professional wrestling match. It's all staged, it's all scripted, but the problem is that the consumers of social media confuse that spectacle for the truth. And flames of anger get fueled by falsehoods, and next time the violence could be a lot worse. In the social media age, lies are dangerous. Inflammatory political rhetoric shouted from online rafters incites people to do terrible things.
All this music gotta go. Number 11, can y'all hear me? Number 11 is slow. Number 4 don't have what it takes. Number 9 and number 10 allegedly is just like Henyard. Moving forward, with the rest. Oh, damn. Man, she like Tommy. She got us again, y'all. Lord, nothing. We were having an amazing broadcast, getting through the Pablos. We thought we was about to get some receipts. I even jumped on her page. Shout out to all my support team. I love you guys. You were on it. You hit the bat phone. I was like, better be emergency. What the hell going on? She live. Oh, shit. Yeah. And nothingness. I don't have nothing to say. Do you guys have something to say? Because we're just going to finish off the Pablos. And you know what we do. This whole live is going to be cut up perfectly. So all the information is put together that needs to be put together. And we'll go over each. First case is going to have Kamal case split. Pablo's case split. This stupid ass receipt split. We need a stress management, y'all. We have to call a powwow for the residents and the content creators. This is stressing us the fuck out with nothingness. Pure D fucking nothingness. We're still waiting for receipts. That was her receipts. Was that her receipts that she said house name was signing checks? He's mayor pro temp. When your black holding 500 of them on a check on the desk, while you allegedly rewrite them with one signature and do this. Wait, before we just finish off the Pablos, let's just remember. Why the hell I take it down? Oh no, we got to have right here.
Now, all you crackheads, out!
Why we calling him a crackhead? Why we calling Henyard a crackhead? What does this look like? Straight crackhead. Let's not forget before we get to this Pablo. Shout out. Hold on.
An investigation.
No, we got to get to that. And shout out to St. Patrick's, because that's allegedly where that was recorded from. Oh, y'all ain't want them to open that motherfucker, because Lord, it must be the only check cashing place in Dalton, because your ass got caught acting like a crackhead. Moving forward, I can't believe she caught us again. Could y'all believe it? Could y'all fucking believe it? Damn, Tiffany. All right, we almost done. Let's just finish where we left off at, that we're seeing conspiracy going on between Delgado and Tiffany, old lawyer. Let's not forget, okay? Picking it right on up. I'm so done with her. Thank you, y'all. We got it all. Because of our amazing team tonight, we got everything we need to keep y'all entertained for the weekend. I'm sick of Tiffany. I'm sick of her wasting my damn time. So as we were saying, Casper and Delgado was playing double duel at this liquor hearing to basically push Pablo's out of the business arena by orchestrating him losing his business. But as we know, I think on appeal, he received it. And that's what they were talking about administratively, that he had relief. So upon information and belief, Casper and Delgado were both hired in 2022 by Elk Grove Village regarding an anonymous billboard. A hearing was held on charges on January 26, 2022. The hearing to revoke non-renewed plaintiff business license. So he talked about where Delgado and Casper worked together before. And not only and then it says also Casper and Delgado actions as co-counsel on included but not limited to all of these cases, 3 cases, 4 cases. Oh yeah, that's when your lawyer do your research. He may make some mistakes with the filing, but he definitely knew, oh, I saw y'all at this court cases. So the bias, it's the bias for me, right? And the people have to suffer for this. Let's move forward. Plaintiff only received a hearing transcript after filing its initial complaint. Okay, so this is what happened at the hearing. All right, so at the hearing, the following Dalton police officers were called to testify in support of the charges. Remember all of those charges? Officer Mathis, Officer Clark, Herrera, Malone, Gillio, Newsy. I'm saying that wrong. Newsy. I'm probably saying that name wrong. These are some of the officers that testified on some of the incidents that I told you that either did not have any police report connected to it and or did not connect directly to Pablo's. Just because there is a place that sell liquor, like most places that do sell liquor and cause people to be intoxicated, and it is legal, they're not responsible for that person's behavior. Period. If nothing happened inside the shop that would cause liability to that place, that has nothing to do with them, and they trying it. So these are all officers that testified. Do Lacey Short Arms know about this? Defendant Lacey lacks sufficient information and either admit or deny the allegations that these officers made. All right, cool. At least you took a whole glass to shut the hell up. Neither Delgado nor the testifying officers offer a single document, and this is what I was talking about, a single document into evidence in support in the testifying officer's testimony. Waste of fucking time. Defendant Lacey lacks sufficient information about that either. 2. Upon information and belief, the testifying officers did not testify as to any specific date, time, names, and complaint parties, or any other relevant foundational information that would support his testimony. The majority of what the testifying officers testified to occur in the parking lot of the property, which is located in multi-businesses commercial strip mall. So it's not only Pablo's there, but other stores are there too. So he's like, we all got to take the liability. And what Lacey say? I don't know. Upon information, belief, clerk testified in a manner that was completely inconsistent with the testifying officer, stating that she either did not remember any of the incidents of Delgado inquired with her about, or the incidents that occurred. So the clerk was there, and she said, I don't know about none of these incidents, basically that was recorded that would justify his license being revoked or suspended. Mr. Meach also testified at the hearing. He testified that the police were only present at the property approximately 10 to 12 times per year. Casper issued a recommendation under the case number 10 to revoke plaintiff business license. Casper, the hearing officer, that is Delgado friend, that would work for Tiffany, that had plenty of cases with Delgado. Let's remember, this is so damn biased, okay? And as Lacey say, I don't know. So let's kind of move forward a little bit. Although the recommendations did not reference the testimony of the clerk or Gilio or Casper, stated that the officer's testimony was consistent and uncontradicted. Upon information, believed defendant Lacey admits to the quote. Yep, what my officer friend said was the truth. Anything, that's that line. Y'all see that line right there? He gonna stick with his officer friends no matter what. He like, Buggy, I'm gonna stick with them no matter what. It's just a line. Now, when it comes to her, I don't know. But these half-ass statements that they saying with no police report, 100%. Right. This is the line. This is the tangle web that we weave. Okay. We get to 17. We almost done, y'all. We finishing up this live. Thank you guys for bearing with us. Love you. You know what we do here. Deep dives. Hit the like button. Okay, so Casper concluded that in order for Mr. Meach's testimony to be credible, so basically Mr. Meach had testified that it was only 10 to 12 times or whatever. Upon information and belief that testifying officers did not lay any foundational, or certainly did they not present any documents that established the time of any allegation incident occurred to support the interference, that plaintiff was the only party that could have been responsible for the occurrence in the parking lot shared by several commercial businesses. Lacey don't know. Casper concluded that in order for Meach's testimony, which was the 10 people, to be credible, the hearing officers would have to conclude that the village and the other testifying officers had to be completely fabricated much of their allegations. So he said, basically, for me to believe you, I have to, in all theory, say the officer's lying, and I'm not about to do that because they can't be lying because they got blue on, and we put a badge on them. So guess what? You about to lose your license, and that's exactly what happened. So upon information, belief, Casper knew that the village of each of the testifying officers had completely fabricated the allegations against plaintiff. The village of Dalton meeting scheduled for February 19th, 2024 was canceled, and the village board therefore did not vote on the business recommendations. Upon information on the belief, the village of Dalton would have voted against the business recommendation by voting 4-3, allegedly, because Tiffany had her people on her side. And I think that was Andrew Holmes. Was it her? And Brown. Who else was on her side? Because I don't know how they would have had 4-3. But y'all tell me, because I'm getting a little tired. We're getting down to it. So it's commonly understood that certain village trustees are loyal to Henyard, and the other 4 are opposed to her agenda and the actions taken by the mayor. So the other one was Andrew Holmes, Brown, And am I missing somebody else that was on here your side? Let me look at your comments. I don't know. But anyway, let's move forward. So, Dalton police officers often sat in the parking lot of Dunkin' Donuts located directly across the street from plaintiff business so those officers can monitor the property. Dalton police officers was in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot watching property on February 19, 2024. This is at the time where Fox Chicago visit plaintiff at the property to inquire about allegations that plaintiff license was being held up for political reasons. Now, this is how the next day they came with the official notice to shut him down. And I think they caught, I think this when Fox and 5 caught some footage. So let's finish read this so we can reiterate what went on. So on the same night, February 19, 2024, Fox Chicago broke the story that agents from the Federal Bureau of Investigation had questioned at least half a dozen people, including a business owner and a former Dalton employee, and the elected official as part of an investigation into Henyard. On February 20th, 2024, the same Fox Chicago reporter drove to visit the property again and was followed by Dalton police officer. Yeah, I remember reading that because that was egregious. That was out of control. They were following the people with the damn cameras that could really put them on live news. Okay? But nobody talks about what happened in Dalton to their police. Their police is just good. They made hundreds of thousands of dollars on the backs of y'all through Tiffany, but nobody want to check the shit. I ain't saying they all bad, but the system is broken. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's go. Yeah, I'll email you. Why we can't get in contact? I thought I emailed you before. All right. So let's just finish this up. On February 20th, 2024, Lacey and the Dalton Police Department arrived at the property. This is after they followed Chicago news to the property and gave Mr. Meach a finding of fact and order for the other case number of revocation order. This is what was caught on the news. Lacey stated that Mr. Meach, that if Mrs. Meach did not sign the revocation order, he would arrest them. And you cannot do that. You cannot do that. The revocation order was signed by Henyard and prioritized authority revoking pursuant to the code 3-317. I'm going to go and check that by law, but this is an ordinance. This is not even a civil complaint amongst two parties, no injured victim, nobody hurt. So if someone was to, like the officer, issue a summons, I don't think that you're supposed to get arrested for this. I know your signature is a form of receipt, but regardless, your case, even though you don't get it or you don't come in some aspects, they will find a way to serve you in a third-party way and then hold you in contempt of court or make you lose. So to say I'm going to lock you up for not signing this when it's ways to present this by certified mail and things like that is egregious. Does that make sense? He said, if you don't sign this, you're getting locked up. That is against the law. Okay? So revocation of license, this was the appeal. The president of the Liquor Control Commission shall has authority to revoke the license issued. And this is the Village of Dalton Code. So he's asking Lacey, does he know about this? And Lacey said he lacks sufficient notice to admit or deny about the liquor code and the appeals action and things like that for revocation. Lacey stated that Miss Meach, that he would be arrested if anyone else removed the sticker as well. As of the day of the filing of this amended complaint, because I told you they had to amend it before, and they may have to amend it again, no formal vote has been taken by the board regarding the recommendations. The revocation order does not provide for any appeal rights or provides any information on how the plaintiff could appeal to the revocation. So that means that he don't have his due process. Remember, Fourth Amendment due process. They're supposed to allow him to appeal the decision after that fake hearing. The village may not revoke license or shut down property for lack of the same without first receiving approval from the village adulting. So plaintiff business is being interrupted and damaged based on approved above actions and allegations. So the thing I would say is that even though we stated that he went to all these meetings and the board knew by seeing him talk, there was no physical thing put on the agenda. There were nothing ever put there as far as his license being looked at or anything. Now, I don't know who does the initiation of that, but I would assume because Mayor Henyard is the boss of the liquor license, that's why her ass and her friends look the hell like this.
Now, all you crackheads, out!
I would say that maybe the village adults and trustees had nothing to do with that. But they have took initiative most recently in this coming months to make sure that things got done that they could not get done. And that was after the time, I believe, that House got the right to be mayor pro temp. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't covering up for the trustees, but there are some situations here that people need to pay attention to as well, that their hands are tied until they get themselves in a position that they did have control, because she wasn't doing what the hell she's supposed to do. Okay, so there was no adequate remedy of law to compensate plaintiff absent injunctive relief. So defendant Lacey's don't know about this. Plaintiff will not be able to be remedied in the business of operating as an ongoing concern if defendant's actions are not enjoined. So they're trying to put an injunction on the situation too onto the police so they could stop harassing the business when he do get his license. They parked outside doing crazy shit, putting things on him that he has nothing to do with, creating a profile on him, allegedly at the clerk office that don't exist, have her come testify to, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But that part, that's where the injunctive relief is coming in. Not only because I want my license and y'all gonna owe me for some money loss, but we need these actors, official cops to stop the ones that are acting under the guise of Henyard. And I want to clarify, these cops, they're not terrible people. But I will say, just like I say about who Janet Johnson is, Keith Freeman, anybody who I say is acting in official capacity and then you getting bullied to act a certain way, I don't care. You have the right, you have the duty to do right. Pick your shit up and leave. So you have nothing to do with injustice and unhonorable interactions in your career. This is your career. Once you're said and done, y'all have to move on in your career. She has tainted y'all career. Lacey is done. He's retired. Yoshi is retired like this. Ain't got no damn choice. Hoping that the pension kick the fuck in. Don't know how old he is. All right. So the counter-violating due process was reviewed again. We know what that is. We're on page 22. I'm trying to wrap this up. And that due process has to do with him being informed of his license being revoked in the process. Because all this time he was calling, talking to all these people. Miss Alliston, the alleged prostitute, shut up. I'm sorry, God. I don't like throwing out mess like that, but it is the alleged. That's what Jay had said. He said it's on public record. I didn't get a chance to go look it up. But y'all see me all guilty. I hate doing that, but it's the truth. She got to go. All right, so just following up, let's finish off. Violation of First Amendment, that's freedom of speech. On February, I guess that they're talking about freedom of speech and political association. So as stated on February 19, 2024, PD officers followed Fox 5 Chicago. So that was part of his freedom of speech. And that's going to be documented on a public platform because he had the right to talk to Chicago News, which time PD Police Lacey gave plaintiff the revocation order. The revocation order was retaliatory in that there was no rationale basis for the revoking a plaintiff liquor license without a notice of the hearing or hearing in front of the local liquor control commissioner. Other than the fact plaintiff principally spoke with Fox Chicago the prior day. Okay, so we have finished where we're at. These are the claims reality, like alleged, we put out there. They were basically asking Lacey Lewis, do he know of all of this? And they're asking him because when it comes down the trial and cross-examination, they can use these answers against Lacey, where they said, okay, so if you didn't know if these licenses actually revoked or actually active, were you acting in a lawful capacity to move forward what you did? Who gave you the authorization? What gave you the authorization? Is it the actions and the research you did, or was it Henyard? And that's where the conspiracy comes in. So does that make sense why I read this whole document? We kind of put it together on why it was important for them to put this on the glass. We already know that we're going into the discovery phase of Pablo's. We know that Pablo's is going to be actually in lawsuit, litigation, in trial, all the way to 2025. Trial probably starting again. I think I took it off. Probably starting sometime after August, because the completion of the discovery components is supposed to be August 22nd, 7th, 2024, as per the document. I am not, because we didn't finish hearing your other video. Y'all want to finish it? No. I'm not about to stress y'all out. We 2.5 hours in. We did our due. I'm not about to play with my head, because Henyard she sickens me. I knew I came in late and wondered. Yes. Okay. Thank you for being here, Honeymoon, Best of Us, as well as I Am That One. I Am That One, as well as my help in the back, as well as we do have another family member that let us know in the audience that she was live, and I just wanted to give them a shout out. It was someone else, but thank you so much, because we were able to capture every single thing. So again, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be doing a recap this weekend. Y'all won't see me live until Sunday. We're going to break this into 3 different parts, okay? We're going to break this into 3 different parts, and you guys are going to watch it on the recap where it makes sense. Yes, it was only that I am. So it was only I Am That One. She was the only one. But I thought it was somebody else too, but I know she was the first, definitely. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for loving what I do. Without y'all, I actually will be half of nothing. Y'all know I'm a striver. I'm going to keep on striving. But y'all definitely help me be on point. I promise you guys. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I have a lot of strong, beautiful, independent women that actually support me. That support me in the background, which has given me, how can I say, strength and hope to believe that there's good people still around. Honestly, I'm a little traumatized. The people who talk to me knows that I'm traumatized with dealing with people. But these people who have been in my background, ladies, I love you guys. I love you guys. I pray for God to continue to protect y'all. Strength and peace to all of our new family members on this page. And we're going to ride out with some Hebrew music, dog. We got to put God in it. I know I be cursing, but forgive me. Forgive me. May Lord. I love y'all. Gotta go.
Let everything that had breath allow y'all. Eyes up, but every knee gon' bow y'all. The spirit moved upon the waters, it got life in it. Let there be a firmament and you put lights in it. Sitting above the waters is your footstool. Every tree yielding fruit, that's that good food. You put lights up in the heavens for season and days. And our years too, we trying to get back to the ways.
They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work, no work.
I'm Cara Wilson. I'm the mother of Alexis Wilson, killed by Dalton, Illinois police. At the time that my daughter was killed, Tiffany stood in front of a microphone much like this and said that she stood with the cops and they did do the right thing by killing my 19-year-old child. Not only did she not take those words back, she didn't offer her condolences. She's never said anything. The first thing she did was hire this group of security guards to surround her and PR. So the real reason Tiffany has security is hiding from accountability about what she said about Alexis Wilson.
Drunk as yeah, スライドするお前の地元にスライドする
Imagine if my small business blew up overnight and I woke up to some sales.